Hello, thanks for checking in with Miss Rebecca. We're going to keep going through the Bible storybook. And so we are up to Genesis 18, 1 through 15, and 21, 1 through 7. So last time we met, we learned about Abraham and Sarah and their nephew Lot, and how God asked them to move, and then they were living in one area together, and then they didn't quite get along. So instead of arguing, they took a deep breath, and one went one side, went to one place, and one went the other. So now we're back with Abraham, and so Abraham is living in his land, hanging out with his people and taking care of his animals. And remember, we talked about last time how Abraham and Sarah were very old, and that they thought it was odd that God had said that they were going to make many nations out of them, because it was just Abraham and Sarah and they didn't have any kids. So let's read. One hot summer afternoon, Abraham was sitting outside his tent when three men walked up beside him. Now, if you read from the Big Kids Bible or the Adult Bible, it actually doesn't say just three men, it says three angels. I just wanted to let you know that. Abraham welcomed them. The guests sat down, while Abraham told Sarah to make a meal for the guests. While the three men ate the meal, they asked Abraham, "Where is your wife Sarah?" Abraham said, "Sarah is in the tent." One of the visitors said, "I will come back next year, and Sarah will have a new baby." Sarah heard the visitor, and she laughed because she thought she was too old to have a baby. The visitor said, "I do not know why you laugh, Sarah, because nothing is too hard for God." So Abraham and Sarah are not aware that these are three angels, but oftentimes God sends angels or messengers to come alongside people and tell them things and share things with them. And that's one of the reasons why I love this story, because he is visited by angels. So then it goes on. The next year, Sarah did have a baby. Sarah and Abraham named their baby Isaac. Sarah was full of joy because she had a new baby boy, and Sarah said, "Who would have thought I would have had a baby when I was 90 years old?" And so what I love about this story is God has asked many things of Abraham. He has asked him to move. He has asked him to be the bigger person and choose the land that's not as nice that Lot chose. And so now God also comes and sends messengers and says, "Hey, your life is going to change again, and you're going to have a baby." And Sarah's response when she laughed, and I love that the messenger said, "Nothing is too hard for God." So right now, we are being asked to do things that don't make a lot of sense to us, right? We're stuck in our houses. We can't go out and do different things. Summer camps are canceled. Other activities are canceled. And so what we have to do, instead of getting overwhelmed and frustrated, we need to take a deep breath, and we need to say, nothing is too hard for God. Abraham and Sarah were very old when they had their son Isaac. There's no way they would have been able to have this precious gift without God intervening. So instead of getting frustrated, I want you to take whatever you think is challenging in your life and take it to God and talk to God and have a conversation with him. Because as the Bible tells us, nothing is too hard for God. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story of Abraham, Sarah, and baby Isaac. And next time we get together, I'm going to share a story about what happens with Isaac as he gets older. Because this is God's story of his people. And Abraham is super important in the Bible. Isaac is super important in the Bible. And do you know who else is really important to God? You are. You are just as important as the people that are in this story. So we want to read it, we want to hear it, and we want to understand it. So remember, nothing is too hard for God. Have a great day, guys. Bye.